So in this video, I'm going to be talking about exactly how I went from zero to over 20 million naira using simple Instagram reels, right? Now the crazy thing is that most people think making money is some really hard thing where you have to go out into the street and hustle and work hours and hours and hours to be able to actually make some money, right? But the funny thing is that we don't need to do that anymore. We literally live in a day and age where you can pick up your mobile phone, make a simple video that talks about something. It can be any niche, right? And then you can post it. And when you start getting views on that video, people will start to come to your video, to your page, and they will start looking at your products, right? And it's quite simple. Like, it's not even more complicated than that. It's literally as simple as that. But the problem is that people tend to overcomplicate things. They say, oh, won't I need lots of followers? Won't I need to have a good phone camera? Won't I need a great background? But I never started with any of that. In fact, my first few videos were recorded on an Android phone that was so bad that the camera felt like I was recording on CCTV, right? And I went from that to where I am currently, which is recording videos in my beautiful apartment, right? Now you can literally do that and you can go through this whole journey yourself, right? I made my first million naira when I was still in my parents' house, right? And it's incredibly simple. Now that's what I'm going to be breaking down for you today in this video, okay? So I'm going to break it down step by step so that you can follow my steps and get the same results. Now, first of all, I want to start by telling you a little story, right? So there was a point in my life where I was so broke that, I decided to do the stupidest thing that I've ever done, and I went and I took out a loan, right? Now, at that point in my life, I didn't realize how dumb of a decision that was. I thought it was a very straightforward decision that, oh, I'm going to take a loan and maybe in 30 days time, I would have used this loan so wisely that money will come back to me, right? But that's not what happened, right? That's never what usually happens. In fact, what actually happened is I went and I took that loan from Kuda Bank. It was 150,000 naira, which at the time felt like so much money to me. Obviously now, that's something that I can use to buy a glass of wine or something, right? But back then, it was so much money to me. So, I took out that loan with no plan, no business plan, no business idea, and I just thought I was going to make money, right? And this is the first problem that a lot of people make, right? The first issue and the first mistake that people make is that you have no business plan. You have no strategy. You don't know what you're going to do. You just literally wake up and hope that, if you put this money into something, it will make you money back, right? And that's what leads to panicking. Because now when you start to, when you finally have that money and you start to invest it into random things, nothing is going to work because you have no strategy, you have no plan, and then that leads to you panicking because your money is reducing and reducing and reducing, and you don't even know how to make it back, right? So the first mistake that I made was I had no business plan. Then the second mistake that I made was that I was looking for ways to make quick money. Now let me tell you something. If you are always searching for ways to make quick money, you will literally be broke forever, right? Now, nobody ever says this, but I'm going to say it to you, and I will tell you the truth, because there is no business that I haven't tried. I've tried dropshipping, Amazon KDP, Amazon FBA, e-commerce, crypto, Forex, literally everything, right? And all of them are businesses that take time. Every single business out there takes at least 30 days to actually start bringing you results, right? Now, sometimes it can be a little bit faster, maybe like 3 weeks or 2 weeks. But what I have never seen is a business where I start today and by next week I've made lots of money. It just does not work like that. And the reason why it doesn't work like that is because of the third rule, which is momentum. So mistake number 3 is that I didn't understand that I needed to have momentum, right? And when I say momentum, I mean you need to have you need to have consistency. You need to be putting out consistent content. You need to be willing to actually focus, laser focus on just one thing and do that thing consistently for at least 6 months, right? And I know that some of you are hearing 6 months now. You're thinking, wow, 6 months, I don't have 6 months, right? But the thing is that you have to be willing to put 6 months into something. You need to be willing to do that because that's what builds the momentum, right? Now, after 30 days, you start seeing some money come in. and then you keep your momentum, you keep posting your videos, you keep going hard and doing the things you need to do. And as you do those things, you get more and more and more results, right? And that's the third most important thing you need to know. And it's the third mistake that I made. I had no momentum, right? I was not consistent. I wasn't posting videos all the time, and I just wasn't really doing the right thing, right? Now, the fourth mistake that I made was I didn't understand the rule of 100. Now, there's something that I always teach to my students, and it's called the rule of 100. And here's what it means. Before you make one sale in any business, you need 100 eyeballs to see what you are offering. I'll take that again. Before you make your first sale in any business, whether it's dropshipping, whether it's e-commerce, whether it's affiliate marketing, whether it's digital marketing, before you get your first sale, 100 people need to see what you are offering, right? Because out of every 100 people, only one is going to buy. And that is the rule of 100. Now, most business owners don't know this. They think that if 20 people see their offer, that 10 of them should buy. That never happens. That's just not reality. That is not reality, because most people will see your offer and they won't really be interested, right? Which is why you need to show it to so many people if you want to get one person to buy. And there are many ways to get 100 people to see your stuff. Posting consistently on TikTok will do that. Posting on Instagram will do that. Posting on Twitter, or X as some people like to call it. I don't call it X, but anyways. Posting consistently on these platforms will help you to get more views, and as you get more views, more people will be interested in what you are offering, which means you will eventually start getting sales. Now, I did not know this rule when I first started my business. I had no idea that this was something that even existed, right? So that's the fourth mistake that I made. And the fifth mistake, and the final mistake that I'm going to tell you right now that I made, was that I didn't have a mentor, right? I literally thought I could do it all myself, right? And I would go through YouTube videos like the one you're watching right now. I would just basically try and do my own research myself, because I would lie to myself and tell myself that I don't have any money, I don't have any income, I'm in debt, how am I supposed to start, right? But here's the thing, I still found money to buy data. I still found money to do my day-to-day tasks. I still found money for all these little things that we do on a day-to-day basis. And that's something that I see so many people do, right? People will make excuses for why they cannot get a mentor, or why they can't get a course or something like that. But then they will spend that same money on something else that's totally irrelevant, that will not make them any money back. And these are the mistakes that hold you back. It's the mistake that held me back. I spent 4 years trying to figure out how I can make money online. 4 good years of researching on YouTube. And it wasn't until I paid for a mentorship, right? Until that's when I was finally able to start getting results, after 4 good years. Think about that, right? And the mentorship wasn't even expensive. It was 10,000 Naira. So 10,000 Naira is what cost me 4 years of my life, right? And there are so many mentorship programs out there that people could easily afford, but then they make excuses for themselves. But these same people, if their phone was to spoil, they will find 100K or 200K to buy a brand new phone, or they would find 50K to repair the phone. So excuses and no mentorship was the 5th biggest mistake that I made that prevented me from making money. So when I finally fixed all these mistakes and I was able to start my business, that was when I started making significant money online. And I did it by posting simple Instagram reels. Now, if you want to learn exactly how you can monetize your Instagram and make money by posting Instagram reels, then you can click the first link in the description. I'm hosting a free class. I do free classes every single week, okay? So you can join the link, and you can click the link below, join the training. It's going to be live online here on YouTube, and it's honestly going to be amazing, okay? So if you know you want to learn exactly how I do what I do, then click that link and join.